The Knots report it feels good. T-minus 25 seconds. 20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes.
Is there anybody out there that wants to roll? And is there anybody out there that wants to boogie? Tonight, live from the Apollo, Glasgow.
Well, if you're looking for trouble, I'm the man to see. If you're looking for satisfaction, the satisfaction guaranteed. I'm as cool as a body on ice. Hotter than the rolling dice. Send you to heaven, or take you to hell. I ain't fooling, can't you tell? I'm a live one.
Welcome to Glasgow Apollo Live with Scott and Andy.
Good evening, hello, welcome to Glasgow Apollo Live with me, Scott MacArthur, stuck in a trench in the Cotswolds.
Me, being blinded by the sun
That's a bit.
in Sydney.
How you doing? Welcome to the show, everybody. Are you all right, mate?
Yes, I'm fine. How are you?
Good. Okay, a wee bit on the rushed side this week, so possibly not as well prepared as normal, which will show through at some point.
Yeah.
But managed to get a couple of classic tracks to play later on, so that should be quite good.
Cool.
Failed to look deeply at the Facebook group, which I'm disappointed in because I love doing that every Friday. So, but I just didn't have time. The reason my son William started high school today, so we had a parents' evening tonight. So I'm only just back half an hour ago. So it's it's good. It's good. It's a wee smasher. It was weird. Your boy going to high school or your girl going to high school. It's really weird. But anyway. Say again, mate.
Mine are nearly finished.
Oh man, my first batch are almost finished uni, mate. I mean, Jesus Christ. So,
Ones I prepared earlier.
well, yes, I quite like having them about the house. They get in the way sometimes. You just lock them in the shed, and that's fine, you know. Tonight we've got two classic tracks. Not everybody will agree, but I think there is. Got a new feature. And we've got all the usual favourites for you tonight, folks. So, and in a week when ABBA made a comeback, not really, but apparently they tried. I don't know what the hell that was about. Did you watch that?
I did.
What did you think of it?
The winner takes it all, mate.
Oh, no. You realise that's going to happen all night now. We're going to have all these bloody comments. But did you hear the new music?
I do.
Oh, yeah. Did you hear the new music?
Yeah, I thought it was ABBA.
Yeah, I thought it was crap.
Did you watch the video? Did you watch the video and did you see the part where they went, wait a minute, that's new ABBA singing old ABBA? How did that happen? Or that's old ABBA singing new ABBA? Yeah.
Very, very odd. But I mean, I've seen them doing it before, not on that scale, of course, but Dio did it, didn't he? With the Disciples did it. And there's a few others have done it, but I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing a Led Zeppelin type thing, but the ticket prices are going to be astronomical. And I know they've purpose built the place and all the rest of it. It'll probably be open for 10 years or something, so they'll get their money back. But
I mean, yeah. I read a quote by one of the guys, and he said, "What's the best thing about being in ABBA?" I think, and he said, "Well, the money."
Just a license.
No, he didn't say that. He said, "I don't have to worry about money."
Aye. But
I mean, far out. I mean, that what was it? One of the anyway. One of the musicals only made 400 million.
I know. How are they going to cope? I think there's a conspiracy.
And the second one only made 250. So
shocking.
Come on.
Shocking. Yeah. I think there's a conspiracy. I think the two women weren't there because they're working with David Icke and they're causing the COVID's outbreak. I think it's something to do with ABBA and they're injecting people with ABBA. That's not very good. It's as convincing as David Icke is right enough. Anyway, right. So tonight, what have you been listening to this week? Let me guess. Ted Nugent, Jethro Tull.
This week, what have I been listening to? I'll tell you. I've been listening to Roy Wood's Wizard.
Yeah.
Black Oak, Arkansas. Ted Nugent. I did listen to some Blondie, Kid Creole, and some Jethro Tull.
All right, okay.
And I didn't listen to Billy Connolly, which I should have done.
Much better than the rest of them.
I've listened to lots of Billy Connolly, and
over the years. But I've
brilliant.
Similar to you, I listen to a lot of that stuff, but I also it's the Rush movie next week on the 9th, and it won't interest most people that are here, but I'm looking forward to it, and I'm going to see it. I wasn't going to go and see it because there wasn't a local one, but they suddenly got it locally, so I'm going to go and see that next week. So, listen, a lot of Rush, and then another band. You're doing it again. And then another band who I had heard of before called Life Signs, and they have a new album out called Altitude. And if you like sort of 70s prog with a contemporary twist, it's a really good album, actually. Beautiful album. So that's what I've been listening to. So.
70s prog with a contemporary twist.
It's kind of like got a bit of Styx about it, proggy Styx, and it's got a bit of King Crimson, and then it's all got sort of Thule bits, and it's all kind of, it's very interesting. Anyway, let's see who's here. If you've not been here before, please put your name in the chat and tell us where you're tuning in from. And we've got quite a few familiar names, mate. Dave's here. Hello, Dave. How you doing? Another hour of mayhem commences. Yeah, you better believe it, particularly the amount of preparation that I've done. Anthony, how you doing? Hello, peeps. Yeah, I got my Rush ticket, mate. Facebook user, hello all. Hello, Facebook user. Remember, at the top of the group, who is it? It's going to be Bon or somebody, isn't it? But at the top of the group, in the announcements section, there's a little link you can click that can make your name come up if you're tuning in from the Facebook group. Ricky's here. Hello, Ricky. Good evening from the south side of Glasgow. Well done. Good to see you, mate. Barry. Hello, Barry. Fit like. That's the wrong part of Scotland. Chris. Chris, how you doing? Oh, he's not gigging. He's not gigging. Good evening, chaps, from a caravan. Oh, and deepest Cleethorpes. My God, you're committed, or should be committed, one of the two. Boots is in. Hello, Boots. How you doing? Lots of nonsense on the site again from you this week. Well done, mate. Cold Burnt Island from Barry. How you doing, Barry? Got your sideburns on this week, mate. Bon, hello, evening. How you doing? Crown Lands. Very good. Very, very good. That's been on our turntables for a wee while. It's fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. Strangiato. I couldn't remember what it was called, Anthony. I didn't want to risk it because if I get it wrong, I get abuse. Facebook user, brilliant band, Life Signs. Seen them a few times. Really? Who's that? Tell me who that is. And poor Bond saying I get blamed for everything right now. Well, you're getting blamed for being a star as well tonight. So let's anyway, so welcome everybody. And as I say, if you're not been here before, put your name and where you're tuning in from into the chat so we can give you a name check and say hello. So what do you think? We should get going, mate, do you think?
Yeah.
I think we should. Let me see if I can find the right button. Here we go.
Far right, man.
There's actually been gigs this week.
There are gigs this week. 1, 2, 3.
Doesn't matter.
2, 3. There's a few gigs this week. All very good. Well, actually, the Blondie gig didn't go ahead, so we can scratch that out. Roy Wood's Wizard. I did have a bit of fun listening to some Roy Wood this week, especially that album. Introducing, I forgot what it is. Anyway, but it's very good. good rock and roll album. If you enjoy rock and roll from the 1950s and 60s, have a listen to that. It's great. I could only find it on YouTube's, but I couldn't find it on the spots. Maybe it's there. Maybe I didn't look hard enough.
Maybe not.
It was good. I enjoyed it. And I also heard rumor that I saw a post that a band called Hackett, was that it was called? Hackett, supported them on that gig.
Oh, right, really?
They are a good band, I think.
Right.
It was a very good band. I watched some stuff from Old Grey Whistle Test on them, and they did a B. They didn't do a B-side. Iron Maiden did a B-side of one of their songs, Rainbow's Gold. Rainbow's Gold.
Right.
Brilliant song. And I was listening to it, the Hackett version, and I was going, "Oh, this is dead familiar." Because you remember when you were a kid, you bought a single, and then you just play the other side because you'd nothing else to play. Yeah. So that's what I did.
Okay.
And then I remembered it was an Iron Maiden song. And I went, it wasn't an Iron Maiden. I thought that was an Iron Maiden song. Anyway, good gig. Good songs there. Roy Wood's Wizards. I enjoyed that album. Maybe we should just do album reviews. Billy Connolly would have been having them rolling about in the aisles.
Absolutely brilliant.
This is part of his 13.
He's
outside the pavilion there, but I guess. No, he's doing his Bishop drinking a can of export, is that?
He's got it's a kind of red stuff, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. He would have been hilarious.
Yeah.
He's a good, Scottish hero, comedy hero.
Have you got the album, mate? Have you got the album from that gig?
Yeah, I think I have.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. Yeah. The man's a genius.
Is that the one with the
big banana feet?
Is it? Okay.
I think so. I'll stand to be corrected, but I think that's it.
Right. Well, I watched that. I saw them featured on Still Game last week as well when I watched the wedding at the Botanical Gardens. Botanical Gardens. Yeah, very good. No, People's Palace. Got it wrong. 3 nights at Billy Connolly, but that was part of his 13-day residency. 13-day residency. That would have been amazing. Imagine playing 13 days there.
Oh, it's unbelievable, isn't it? Unbelievable. Mental. I mean, that is the record, isn't it? I don't think we've seen one more.
No one's done more than him.
No.
In a row. The Co have done more than him, but
not in a row.
Not in a row. Black Oak, Arkansas. Black Oak, Arkansas. With Ted Nugent in support. I listen to I want to say Black Hawk Down all the time now. Black Hawk, BOA, I'll say. That I love that. I listened to the live album that was recorded just after this, I think.
Right.
With B Star singing as well.
Yeah.
And I'll also listen to their album that they were touring for this one. The live album is pretty good. It's very good indeed. What is it? Jam Dandy to the rescue. Jam Dandy to the rescue. Yeah, good songs on there. It would have been a mad night. And there's Tommy Aldrich there on the drums.
Yeah, Dave Lee Roth singing.
Dave, well, I did notice lots of similarities between Dave, like the voice, and there's lots of Axl Rose in there too. Yeah,
it's weird.
I'm not kidding. I'm like, wow, there's a bit of Axl Rose going on in there.
Yeah.
So that would have been a great show, I guess.
Absolutely.
And I listened to Ted Nugent album, Hairy Chest Heaven. Oh, that's nice. Get a t-shirt up then. Ted Nugent album, brilliant. I loved it. I was so surprised that I would actually love this, like this. But it just kind of, there's this song, Stranglehold Me. Have you heard it? 7 minutes. 7 minutes long on the first. It's over 7 minutes long.
Probably have, because I liked him for a long time, but then I kind of fell out with him because he's a cock.
Well, he's a bit. He has different political views. So
yes,
the song called "Hey Baby," great song. Song called Stormtrooping, a song called Motor City Madness. Oh, I love a great song, great singer. Their singer was called not Ted Nugent mostly, but he sang some. But a guy called Derek St Holmes, who is a great singer, just underrated rock singer.
Proper
You know,
singer.
he should have been in a bigger band or something. But he's probably pretty happy doing what he's doing. Good. They are really good. I enjoyed their album, and I listened to some live stuff as well. Blondie were going to do this tour, but they cancelled it because their album was a bit weird. The Hunter, I listened to that. That was
No,
it was a bit too woohoo.
terrible.
It didn't have any hits on it. I don't think so.
No,
any big hits. But the album, and then they broke up after this album, so maybe this was the breaking up album. Well, it was. But yeah, they would have been a good band live, but this album sort of broke them, I think. Kid Creole and the Coconuts. Watched and listened to various live versions of this band. What a band! Brilliant,
mental.
amazing band. So good.
Kind of. I was the same. I didn't think I would like them, but when you watch them, they're absolutely fantastic.
What a band! What a show they put on! And I was just thinking, it's the same as what I was thinking that when we did last week was the Commodores.
Yeah,
just the show that they put on.
Absolutely.
And the Kid Creole and the Coconuts they did put on a great show, and great songs. Stool Pigeon, that song.
Good song.
And Your Daddy, brilliant song. And that I think that guy at the end there, I can't remember his name. I can't remember his name, but he's in it too. Chris, that's right. They were really good, and the way they changed the songs in, just from one song to the next, it was just so like the showmanship was amazing.
Yes.
And I could. Yeah, just that would have been a great show. I was wondering what people would be like, just thinking like people from Kid McCavity Zoo and that. Yes. I was just thinking what Glaswegians would be thinking of, just watching this. These guys from outer space kind of thing. Be great. Yeah. Would have been a great show.
Would have been good. I'd like to have been at that. That would have been a fantastic night.
Yeah. So that would have been great. I don't know who the support was. Maybe there wasn't a support because they played such a long show. But the show I watched was amazing.
Yeah,
and, I listened to a live album as well, which was great. Recorded, it was recorded at the Rock Plast, I think.
Oh, aye, Rock Plast. Yeah.
Not soon after, not long after that gig. And last, I think I said that in the post. Last but not least, Jethro Tull were playing their Under Wraps album.
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad album. I didn't listen to it much, but I listened to some live. I think I put on the post that the Radio 1 recorded this gig. Not this gig, but they recorded the gig a week later, I think.
Yeah.
And I guess it would be the same kind of quality as the Apollo gig. But I thought the Under Wraps was sort of like their version of Yes 9021. What was it called?
90210.
90210. I think it was trying to update their sound for the 90s, for the 80s.
Yes, succeeded Jethro Tull, didn't he? Not until later on.
Yeah. But it might have been their version of it. That was just my impression.
No, I think that's
wee hints of Duran Duran as well for some reason.
There was. Just
with the keyboard sound, and the guy was a great keyboard player.
Yes.
But the album, the live recording was pretty good. They did all the favourites, and Ian Anderson was probably a magic showman.
Yes.
Well, he still is a good showman, but I saw him a few years ago here, but probably not the same in the voice department as he is.
He's kind of lost it now, unfortunately.
Yeah, but I enjoyed listening to them, and wouldn't have minded listening to a bootleg of that. But the one at the Hammersmith was probably as good as I'm going to get.
Yes.
But yeah, it was good. I enjoyed all the gigs. I didn't listen to any. I didn't go to any gigs, but I enjoyed listening to the bands who did those gigs. Right,
Yes.
that's what I'm trying to say. They are really good. Ted Nugent band was a big surprise for me because I thought I was going to hate this. Can I just say that there was a Derek McAdam put a post on, and he was at it. He was at the show.
All right.
I
Okay.
think number 34, number 34 in the stalls there. Good. That's a good seat, Derek. Brilliant seat.
He's in Spain right now. Look, this is him.
Is he? Oh, well. Buenas noches, senor.
It's funny with Jethro Tull. I mean, a lot of folk.
I want to go back to can I go back to the Black Hole Arkansas thing?
All right, okay. On you go.
Right. So I was looking through the posts on Derek's post, and Billy Rankin of Nazareth fame and of Billy Rankin fame. See that ticket there, M36?
Yeah.
Is that Derek's ticket?
I don't know. I just nicked it off the internet, and it's not.
So it might have been Derek's ticket, unless it might have been his mate's ticket or something. But Billy Rankin of Billy Rankin, Nazareth, many other bands. Good lad, Billy. I like you. I like your stuff. I like your website. It's great. Great laugh and lots of good stuff. You're a truth teller for sure. He says, this is Billy Rankin said, I was 15 as me and my fellow bandmates were greeted by Ted himself, who stuck his mane out of a Ford Granada and asked us where the stage door was. We informed him we'd been playing Stranglehold, great song, Snakeskin Cowboys, great song, at the Burns House, and passing them off as our own songs. He found this, in his words, and I'm quoting here, fucking amazing, and thanked us for knowing who he was. That night he blew BOA's arse clean out of Glasgow, and I still have his autograph, which I showed him years later when Nazareth supported him in the US in 1982. It simply said, choose your weapons, Ted Nugent. Cool.
It's consistent.
Brilliant. Yeah, it's brilliant. But I thought that was really nice.
Yeah. That is quite nice, actually.
Yeah. Good. And then he said that Ted Nugent remembered the night in Glasgow because he was talking about it and said, "Oh yeah, I remember that night."
Well, I mean, I remember I've heard that live album, and it's mad. I mean, the guitar playing is absolutely amazing. But it was Cat Scratch Fever, which is on Axe Attack, that album that got me into rock music, and I just get went off him as the years went by because of his politics mainly. But he was still a great performer. I'm sure he would have been great to see. Yeah. The other one
he had some disagreements with the singer and the rest of the band because he what we're doing on Clid Cruel, but that's fine. You want to go with them? That's fine. We're talking about Ted Nugent. That's it.
I've got him back.
Yeah. He had some. The bands who he did had some difficulty with him because I think he claimed all the copyright on the songs, but I don't know if he wouldn't be writing all the songs. He maybe wrote a few, but he didn't write all the songs, So they were a bit miffed at him for that. I think Derek St. Holmes was a bit paid off that he didn't get as much recognition as he did, or the rest of the band didn't either, because he just allegedly took all the copyright. Yeah. So
do you remember the what were they called? The Damn Yankees. Do you remember them?
Great band. I love them.
They were good as well. I saw them.
All right. Great band. What was that?
I can't remember.
Guy from Night Ranger.
Yeah.
And the drummer was great too. He was great too.
They were really good.
Good band.
They were. Who were
that first album is brilliant. The Damn Yankees.
I'm wondering if it might have been Foreigner that they were supporting or somebody like that. It wasn't at the Apollo. It was at the Edinburgh Playhouse. So they were good.
That'd been a good mix. Yeah.
So moving on from the Ted Nugent show.
Yeah.
there's a lot of folk giving praise to these boys.
Yeah, they'd be
Very
in
much.
Glasgow.
I mean, I remember. I mean, I like Chris said. You know, Aqualung's a great album. The album that surprised me was Broadsword and the Beast.
Right.
Sort of
Okay,
ZZ
I don't know that.
Top. Have you not heard that?
No.
It's kind of like ZZ Top, Dire Straits, Jethro Tull mashup.
Wow.
And it really works. I mean, I love it. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I really like that album. It sort of his voice was amazing on it, and there's some beautiful. There's a gorgeous ballad on it. It's really good. It's really good. I remember there was Magnums on a Storyteller's Night, and those two albums I used to play them back to back like for months. Really get into it, but yeah, they're a good band.
Oh, cool.
Bond's saying, yeah, like the damn Yankees, they were a good band.
Yeah, they were a good band.
Was it Foreigner they supported? I cannot remember who it was. I cannot remember. That's terrible. Here's Anthony saying, used to see Billy Rankin at EastEnders soon. The what? Doing the Barras.
Yeah.
Doing the Barras. Evening, guys.
Yeah,
Cheryl, hello, Cheryl. Good evening, everybody. Welcome, as always. And who's this?
Yeah, no.
James McAvee. I like Benefit. Benefit's not bad. It depends what you like, doesn't it? But no. Anyway, right. So that was quite a good week. That was the best one we've had in a while, where we've actually gone on for nearly half an hour just talking about that. That's more like it.
Next week will be. I don't know if I'll be listening to everything next week.
Is it a biggie? Is it?
Oh, it's getting there.
Getting back to normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to cut our cloth, as they say. Anyway, let's have a look at what's been happening on the socials. So, young man, what has been occurring?
What has been occurring this week? 9,910 members as of 10:30 last night.
Nearly there.
Your night, man. You know what I mean. We had, I think, 43 members, if that hasn't changed since yesterday, and there was 6,246 active members. Once again, thank you very much for commenting, posting, liking, disliking. Yep, it's good stuff. There was 53 posts, 3,871 reactions, and 987 comments. Yeah,
fantastic.
Yeah, it's good. And I didn't ban anyone this week. Whoa, that's good. And yep. And are you still there, mate? Or have you gone? You've disappeared. Am I still on?
I'm still here. I'm doing some jiggery pokery in the background because something's happened on Facebook. I'm just fixing something.
Okay. So thanks very much for liking and just commenting. I've got a couple of posts. That one from Derek was great about the Black Oak, Arkansas. And there's one from Ian Gentles. Did you read that one? No. And it says it was his first time on Facebook, and people were very kind, saying he's putting on all the bands that he saw, and people were very kind, saying, "Oh, good posts, welcome." You commented, Scott. People were very kind about it and saying good stuff about the bands he'd seen. I don't know what's got. Oh yeah. So I don't know if you're still there, Scott, but I'll maybe leave this till you're back.
I'm here, mate. I'm here. I'm in the background.
All right. Okay. So will I say what happened 14 years ago? You want to talk about that?
Go for it. That's a good idea. That's a great idea.
Yeah. So on the 26th of August, 2007, me and this other person here, Scott, that was 14 years ago. We started this Facebook group. So that was 14 years ago. And I'd like to thank each and every one of the people who have stuck with us through thick and thin. No, it's good that it's great that the people have been joined up, and I should see who's the oldest member, apart from us.
That's a good idea. Don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that, but
well, it's me and you.
Yeah, I'd say apart from us, it's me and you. Yeah. But if you're that third person, good on you for sticking around.
Yeah. I think you can. I think you can work that out. I think it's quite.
I can't. I've forgotten, mate.
Right. Oh, here we go. Hang on. I'm going to explain what I've been doing in a minute, mate. It's bloody annoying. I'm going to tell everybody what I've been doing because it's the usual guff that we have to put up with Facebook. Right. Right. Sorry, I'm back in the room now. Sorry about that. We had a little problem because I'd put together a new stinger, a new little video for the artifacts section where we're asking people to send in their bits and pieces from the Apollo, whether they got them, whether they nicked them or got them from a band or have subsequently bought them. Guess what happened on Facebook to the new stinger, mate? It got banned.
Okay.
They banned it. Can't believe it. We had less than 30 seconds of the Dave Clark 5 singing bits and pieces, and the sods have banned it. So here's what I've been doing whilst Andy's been trying to keep you amused. So here's a new section that we're going to talk about for a few minutes. Now, we've used that piece of music before. It's stock.
How do you know that they banned
it? Because I've had a notification on my phone. I don't
know what's
it's
going
unbelievable.
On.
I mean, I posted that at 9 o'clock, and within an hour they've banned it, and it's less than 30 seconds of a song that was released in 1942 or something. You know, absolutely unbelievable. The world's going crazy. We can all go and jump in the Clyde. I'm absolutely sick of it. But I mean, the last time we did this, who was it? Was it the Stones? Everybody got kicked out and they ruined the whole show. You know, it was just stupid. Anyway, so this is a part that we'll probably change the music next week to something a bit more less rocky. I just grabbed that because I had it. But last week we had a few people put onto the Facebook group some of their mementos from the Apollo. And we loved it so much that we'd like to start a little section where everybody's sending in their mementos. There's been a couple this week, but I've actually got two I want to show that are linked to what Andy said earlier. I've kept a scrapbook of all this stuff, mate. You know that. And I'll put myself in full screen so folk can see this. And this is from the Carluke Gazette, where Andy and I are from originally. And this is what it says. Look at this. Look. Carluke lads hit the big time with music memories. Big time? What was that? But it says now Scott 37, now 55, and Andy 36, now 54. The site has exceeded all our expectations, and to date we have attracted almost 75,000 hits. The website's now had just under 30 million hits. Isn't that amazing?
When was that?
Well, like an idiot, I've cut the date off, haven't I?
Yeah, okay.
What a tumshay. But it's 20 years ago, -2. So that's when it is. Turn of the century. Round about when, must have been round about when Anna was born, my daughter. So that's one of the artifacts I've got. The other one it demonstrates the generosity of people that we've been experiencing all along this journey. And actually, Cheryl said something a minute ago in the chat about it's really nice that people are so nice. I think that's right. And Lindsay said something about it last week, and with a few other things, I'll come back to the comments. But this happened quite a lot. It still happens occasionally. People send us things that I think these things are really precious, but they send them to us. And look at this. That's Paul McCartney and Wings.
Yeah.
With my uncle in the background.
Right.
Which is bizarre. Because my father's family rather are from Campbelltown. So at the time, Linda and Paul were living in the Mullican, well, in South End, down near Macrahanish in Campbelltown. And isn't that amazing? Them sent me that. And there's a few of them. But that's the sort of thing, you know, I will scan this and get it onto the... to be honest, it's got disconnected from the letter. I'll try and connect them back again and give a proper thanks to these people but there's another one, it's a bit overexposed, but the band's good in the background. Look at that.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Absolutely brilliant. So, yeah, they're the sort of things that we'd like to see. Now, I know we've got a lot of photographs already, but things like, you know, well, last week we had bits of clothes from Ozzy Osbourne. We had Iron Maiden drumsticks. We had John Henry had the matchboxes. That was amazing, wasn't it? The matchboxes.
Yeah.
So anything you've got that you like a brick or one of the guys where I live here in Morton and Marsh, Bill Kerr, is from Glasgow, and he thinks I think it's his sister-in-law or something, has got the exit sign that she nicked from when they were knocking the building down. So I'm like chasing that like a rat up a drain pipe. You know, I want to get hold of that. But so these are the sort of things we'd like. If you could send them to us, it'd be absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. And remember last year that guy, there's a guy, I think I said it before, there's a guy clearing out his mum and dad's house. And he sent me it was from promotional material from the Apollo before it was the Apollo.
Oh, I remember. Yes, I remember.
So he sent
that
me
was
some
quite,
stuff from
quite
there,
cool.
and he sent me massive, big architectural drawings as well.
Yes, did he?
So they're.
I
don't have them here, but I've got them. They're up in Curlick. But they're amazing actually, and you can see they didn't have an idea about what they were doing.
No. It's a bit messy, isn't it? But here's Barry just said he thinks it's a great idea, the artifact thing. We do as well, to be honest. And then he suggests that we should do our own version of bits and pieces. God, that could be dangerous, that. Not sure that's a good idea, Barry, but you never know. We might think about it. We could do the wiggle. Yeah, we could definitely do that bit.
Pieces, bits and pieces.
If you want to sing it, I'll do the guitar because it's only 3 chords. So I've got some comments from before. I just want to cover them as well, Andy. Dave said Browser is a great album by Tull. Yeah, absolutely. And then we've got Facebook. Now, who's this? This is obviously a new person. Only unsigned band to sell at the Apollo. That was Scheme, of course. It's Lindsay. Hello, Lindsay. How you doing? Scheme were absolutely fantastic. Sadly missed. They did the People's March for Jobs back in Thatcher's years. A brilliant bunch of misfits. Sadly missed. Oh, that's nice, Lindsay. Thank you for sharing that. It would be really cool to get a bootleg of that Scheme gig, wouldn't it? Rescued recording of that Scheme gig.
I think probably did it as a live album, mate.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, they weren't really my type of music, and it was quite reggae-ish, wasn't it? I mean, I like reggae, but it wasn't quite me. But and this is Boots helpfully at working out how many years ago the article was. Thanks, Boots. Cheryl saying, that's a lovely photo. It is a lovely photo, Cheryl, but whoever it was didn't know that my uncle was in the Campbelltown Pipe Band. So it really is lovely. And I've sent it to him. And they were a grade 3 band, but they were dressed as a grade 1 band by Paul McCartney. He paid for all the gear just to make the video. And they still have that gear. I did, yeah. And the amazing thing in Campbelltown, I mean, my Uncle Reggie, I've told the story in the Zoom thing. My Uncle Reggie was the McCartney driver for 20 years. And he's in his autobiography and stuff, and he's mentioned quite a few times. But what he's always said to me, and Reggie's still alive, he's 82 now. What Reggie's always said was, they're both really nice, but the people in Campbelltown absolutely adored Linda McCartney. And there's a beautiful statue of her in a flower garden in the middle of Campbelltown, hidden ironically behind the Masonic Hall. But it's fabulous. So yeah, it's quite a nice legacy, that, and it was lovely to receive that photograph. And I'd totally forgotten about it until I was rubbishing through a box.
Yeah.
Here's Boots saying, I've got my Boots. Does that count? Do you know what, Boots? It would count. We'd let you away with that, right? As long as you post once and don't have 1,000 comments like the last time, and don't fall out with me and Andy. Don't know what we do without you, mate. Barry Booth, you are a sideburn legend. Yeah, he is. That's for sure. Who's this? Again, I can't see who this is.
That's Lindsay Peebles.
Is it Lindsay again? There's a tragic change since the 80s, a disconnect and an aggression born from greed of Thatcher. Yeah, she wasn't special, was she? Anyone from years ago remember how we all got on well and everybody helped each other? We did, unless they were a mod, Lindsay, or a punk. It got a wee bit hairy from memory. And then,
or a rocker.
Or a rocker, yeah. But I think Thatcher's got a look. What was it? That lovely comedian who died last week. Forgotten his name. Oh, that's terrible. Sean Locke. He was on one of these shows, and somebody said something about him, about Thatcher, and he said, "Phew," and somebody went, "Oh, it's a shame she's dead." He said, excuse my language, he said, "Oh, it's such a shame that old is dead." You know, he didn't mince his words about her. But James, thanks for lowering the conversation to sausages. Linda does do a good vegetarian sausage. They're better now since she's been dead. So I think since she's lost control, they've got better. They were a bit dry in the first place. So anyway, the artifact idea,
you're cooking them wrong.
We're getting a good selection tonight, mate. But the artifact,
you're cooking them way wrong if you're thinking they're too dry.
Well, there used to be little brown turdy things. They looked like a bit like a, how to describe it? Like a good sausage with all the life taken out of them. You know, when you cook them, they went, you know, no.
Yeah, you put more fat in, mate. You'll be fine.
All right, okay, nah. I quite like. Oh no, but we're not on a feature on sausages.
Sausages.
Oh dear, this is deteriorating. Anyway, right. So before we move on, I just wanted to say thanks for all these things, because it is amazing. Yeah. I had forgotten, if I'm absolutely honest, how much we'd been sent. I mean, the ones that stick in the mind tend to be, you know, Leonard Skinner sent us a T-shirt and a cigar, and we got program. I mean, one guy, and I will look these out. One guy, and I do have his name, and it's in a box. I know where the box is. Sent us his entire collection of programs, right? And nearly all of them were signed, and some of them were like, you know, comedians and all sorts of weird stuff that you would not normally get. It's unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. So anyway, thank you. It's terrific. It's absolutely amazing. It was exciting back then.
On you talking about Thatcher, there, Mrs. Thatcher.
Yeah.
Although Blondie didn't play that weekend. Someone on the socials, on the Facebooks, said they got into the gig for free because they just showed their brew cared.
All right.
They're dole cared, and they got in for nothing.
Oh, very good.
And I was like, oh, okay. Because apparently Blondie just thought, oh, okay, we better let these poor Glaswegian music fans in.
Yeah, she probably couldn't see them through that bloody haircut. I mean, look at it.
I don't know if is that real. Is that?
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought so. But it says as real as Tina Turner's. But hold on, there's some more here. Oh, we've started. There's a sausage gate here. We've started now. We've started sausage gate. Maybe I shouldn't even read them, because it's just going to deteriorate, and it'll be the sausage program live on Friday night. So let's look at something else. This is the part where we play your memories, and I've had 2 people contact me this week, mate.
Whoa.
They've not done videos. They've not done videos, but they have contacted me and said they would like to do a video. And could I help? Because I put a thing up about me helping on Zoom. So
yeah, I saw that.
That could be really cool because as you've seen from the ones we've already shown you, they're brilliant, and they just, I don't know, there's something special about them that I really like. So will we play Bon Scott's one again? We haven't played it for about a week.
I'll give an example of what to do.
No, I'm going to show Chris's one because hang on.
I haven't seen Chris's one for a while.
No, I haven't seen it for a wee while myself. So let me just get. I think
You'll not be embarrassed or anything.
No, it's not embarrassing, for God's sake. It's brilliant. But this is an example of somebody who just grabbed his phone and did it. And it's a bit wobbly, but I love it. It's just downloading just now. But the point of this is that we'd really love to get them pulled together because it's just important. It's a piece of culture. And Bon keeps saying this in the group. It's culturally important. And when you hear people passing away, particularly when the band members pass away and all these stories come out, you think, oh, come on, let's grab these stories. So just while that's downloading, I'm just going to have a wee look at the chat. We've already had enough bangers. Yeah, that's for sure. They're not called Zoomers these days, mate. Is that what we're calling ourselves? Right, so here's Chris's memory.
Rockets, mate. That's what you are.
Absolutely.
Hello, my name's Chris Welsh, and I was at the Glasgow Apollo. But my first gig, it wasn't called the Glasgow Apollo, it was called Green's Playhouse. And I went to see John Mayall. It was 2 days before my 15th birthday. And my God, what an experience to see a live band that you'd only listen to on record. I've still got the ticket. That's it there. 90 pence it was. Money well spent. Cheers, guys.
Brilliant. That's absolutely the sort of thing we're looking for. So thanks very much, Chris. It's fantastic. And we'd really like to get more of these because they're just great. Now, I don't know if you've seen the update, Andy, about our get-together in December. What are you laughing at? Have I done something wrong again?
No, I was just laughing at Chris and I being glasses and bearded and grey.
Chris recorded that on the Titanic. And
it's going down.
Is it social convener?
Stop that. People will go, oh, I can't do that then.
Oh,
I'm not going to do that. They'll just make fun of me.
We're not making fun. We're laughing with him, not at him.
Yes.
God, we make enough mistakes. We get laughed at often enough. But the other thing that has happened this week, which is great, that we're still trying to get an event pulled together for December, and it's proven to be quite difficult. Bon put a post on the Facebook group saying who would be interested. I think there's been over 80 people now have said they'd be interested. So I've spoken to
that was great.
It's magic. I've spoken to the manageress at Lauders. She was supposed to come back to me today, but she hasn't. Now, I said to her 50, but I guess we should be thinking about maybe about 60 or 70 because, I mean, people are going to bring their mates. It's going to get bigger than probably 50. So I'll be in touch with them again next week and see if we can tie it down. But we've only got 6 dates to choose from now. It's outrageous. So hopefully next week we'll be able to report back on it. But once again, thanks very much, Bon. You're an absolute star. And I've just tried to put Chris Welsh on the blacklist there, but I didn't mean it. Chris Welsh, cheeky bugger. Yeah, it was the Titanic. It's all right. Whereabouts the Cotswolds? I live in a place called Morton and Marsh. It's a wee place between Stonewall and Stratford-upon-Avon.
That's Neil Hassan.
Hello, Neil. That's where it is. That's where I am in the Cotswolds. So, music.
He lives in Wootton under Edge.
Oh, that's not far away. Hello. That's not far away at all. There you go. Right. So this week's music, we don't have any video, but we've got some sounds. I'm going to keep the really famous one to the end, but we're going to have some Marillion because what happened was last time I tried to play this, the bloody thing cut out. So we're having it again. I'm not giving up. So if you don't like Marillion, go and get a cup of tea. He says, hoping that he's actually queued them up, and he hasn't. No, he hasn't. I know how to do it though. And So we're going to have. Oh, I just cut my camera off. I'm not informed tonight, mate. I'm all over the place.
You're on as form as me.
This is what happens when you don't have any time to prepare. Look, see the amount of effort that goes into this show, guys. You would not believe it, right? When I don't spend my 15 minutes getting ready for it, this is what happens.
The amount of effort.
Yeah,
I do. Man, I listen to all this stuff.
Right. So this is Marillion doing one of their earlier songs called "He Knows You Know," and it's absolutely pure dead brilliant, as they say in Glasgow. I'm not sure Fish would understand that. But I just received the copy of the remastered version of Fugazi. Fantastic.
It's what? Right. This is for the druggies, the drug abusers. For the Valium children, the future Valium children. Dedication, he knows you know.
Did it again.
It happened again.
You did it again, mate.
I tested that and it worked. That is so frustrating. There must be a blip in it.
The gods have smiled upon the gods have.
I'll have you know, there's a lot of good comments about Marillion in there.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Sure there are.
And if you've never heard Marillion properly, who said shit? Whoever that was, your bard. Van
Hammer.
Bard. Boom. There's a one of the greatest recordings I've ever heard was when Marillion played the Reading Festival and they sang Script at the beginning and there was 40,000 people singing it. It was magical, man. Absolutely magic. Pure dead brilliant. Anyway, that was a part of it. I'm going to have to do it again next week now. You know that, don't I? It's been Marillion every week until I get a track.
You don't have to. Yeah, you don't. You should maybe just play the end bit.
Now, Boots, behave yourself.
The crowd liked it. When they were coming back. So.
Absolutely, that's what matters. So the final track, now I'm going to have to do the same thing again here because it's not, for some reason, there's been some mischief today. Just entertain people for a minute, mate. I'm just trying to, I can't believe this has happened. Local video, right, here we go.
I'm not good at entertaining.
Well, you're not a bad singer. Right, now,
right, okay.
This is very...
You worked it out.
You're quite a good singer, actually. I quite like your voice. I'll have you know. Particularly when you're doing AC/DC. Right. This is a band who we talked about earlier. This is Wings. And do you know what? After the cheese fest that was ABBA earlier in the week, I thought we need some cheese. This is cheese, but it's our cheese, as somebody once said. This is Wings with a absolutely phenomenally successful hit, Mulligan Tire, with my uncle playing bagpipes in the background.
Oh yeah, good.
It's about a little place just down
Where's
the
my
road.
scarf?
desire is always to be Oma of Kintyre. Far have I traveled, and much have I seen. Dark distant mountains with valleys of green, vast painted deserts, the sun sets on fire as he carries me on to the mud of Kintyre. Mud of Kintyre, oh mist rolling in from the sea. My desire is always to be here, oh mud of Kintyre. Sweep through the heavens like deer in the glen. Carry me back to the day I knew then. Nights when we sang like a heavenly choir of the lights and the chimes of the mud of Mother Kintyre, oh, mist rolling in from the sea. My desire is always to be here, oh, Mother Kintyre. Woo-hoo! Oh, yeah. One more time. Smiles in the sunshine and tears in the rain still take me back where my memories remain. Withering embers go higher and high as they carry me back to the morn of Kintyre. Kintyre, oh, mist rolling in from the sea. My desire is always to be here, oh, morn of Kintyre. How about it, everybody?
I'm putting it back on in case he starts singing it again. Oh, he's off. Oh dear.
Sorry.
What's that
I'm
meant
playing
to be?
along.
Ah,
I was playing along.
I am.
I don't think it was in tune.
It wasn't in tune, and it wasn't very good at all.
That was good. I loved. See, when I went, me and Ian Baird will say, "Shut up, you." That was a great concert.
Right,
Ian Baird and I. Sorry,
believe you.
that was a
But
brilliant.
I don't know, I'm nearly greeting because I just the comments. Boots said I preferred the frog chorus to this.
Oh, come on, Frog.
I'm only listening to
Boots.
this. I'm only listening to this in respect to your family. I hated this more than Mary with her lamb. Yeah, I think you're right. It doesn't sound like Paul McCartney. Yeah, Chris is saying, I think that might have been either it was the speed of the recording, or I think the drummer, Simon Steve, what was his name? Oh, I've forgotten. I think the drummer might have been singing as well. Can you remember? I mean, you were there, but you know. Come on, it's only 40 odd year ago, mate.
Yeah, I was there, but I don't remember everything in minute detail.
Oh, dear.
Was it Kenny Lynch?
Respect to the papers, but Paul can stick his mull right up his guitar.
It was a bit fast. I'll tell you, it was a bit fast.
Yeah, he's a cheeky sod, really. But anyway, oh dear, you guys make me laugh. Last week I was nearly great. This week,
I love that song.
Well, my mum and dad played it. Oh,
yeah,
because my dad was from the wee tune. You know, they just played it constantly. Yeah. And the wee tune's like Beirut, you know, and it's like, you know, it's just anyway. Yeah. Anyway, we hope you at least laughed as much as we did listening to that. And I know some of you like it. Like Andy likes it.
Why are you laughing? I love that song.
There you go. Andy likes it. So anyway, so that was fun. There we go. We've done an hour again. I just don't know how we do this. How we managed to do an hour.
Okay. How many songs that are a number one hit have the name of a town and a place in Scotland in it?
Not many.
There you go. So
it
brought Scotland to global attention.
It did, and it paid for the Campbelltown Pipe Band for about 25 years. In fact, they're still using some of the gear. They're still using it. So anyway, I just wanted to, before we go, give a good shout out to the guys at Rescued Recordings who we do every week. That's Jack, Stephen, and Phil. Absolutely appreciate you guys. This week they did a recording of was it Focus? No, Camel. And I listened to it, but I couldn't tell the tracks apart. So I need to go back and listen again to see if I can tell the tracks apart. But it was quite.
They sound the same.
They were. I think it was maybe because I was listening to it on my laptop, not my headphones. But it was. It wasn't a bad recording. Not as good as that one. I mean, that was very good recording. Very good recording, despite the fact that it was out of tune. But anyway, so do you enjoy that, mate?
Well, enjoy. Enjoy is a different.
We would love.
Thank you very much for watching.
God, we would love to see you on the after show Zoom. We just talk rubbish for another couple of hours. It's invariably a good laugh, and every week we genuinely get a good laugh. So if you're needing cheered up or you just want to talk more music, you'd be more than welcome to join us on Zoom. There's the link there. That's at the top of the Facebook group right now, and it would be a pleasure to see some new faces on there. But remember, as I said earlier, though, I'm happy to talk to anybody about making their own Apollo memory video. There is a link in the Facebook group. If you post it from that, it takes you straight into my diary. You can book some time in my diary, and I'll help you make your video. Right? I'll do it for you, and I'm not charging in. It's nothing like that at all. I'll do it for you. Right? All you need to do is sit there and remember. That's the hardest bit, believe me. If I have anything to go by. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. And I'll just check the chat one final time. Cheryl's saying, I love the pipes. A guy used to bring his pipes to Cumbernauld Theatre folk nights on a Thursday. Amazing noise and a wee. They're amazing. They're absolutely brilliant bagpipes. I mean, I think they get a bit of bad press, don't they? But particularly when you get the mass pipes, I love it. Maybe I'm turning into my dad. Well, no, I'm not. I'm not turning into
this is a bit of not an Apollo aside. I went to the World Championships up up near Aberdeen one year.
Yeah.
when they do the pipe, the mast pipes band,
Mass
pipe
pipes.
band,
Oh,
it was
it's unbelievable.
amazing. It was on a football field in a valley.
Right.
So the sound just it was brilliant.
Fantastic.
It was amazing. It was amazing.
Yes.
I was a wee bit pissed as well, but you know,
That helps
that
sometimes.
helped.
There's a Facebook user asking here, is there any film of Roxy Music? Not that we're aware of. There is some pictures, I think, if I remember rightly, but I don't know if any film. But do you know what?
There's some. There's a half a live, like 4 tracks of a live album on it. As well.
There is a bit of a live album, yeah. But these things, we never say never anymore, because in the last 12 months, you know, things have turned up from when the very famous Led Zeppelin tapes turned up. Unbelievable. Nobody expected that to happen. So things are still happening. There's an archive of films that we've got on our YouTube channel that have just turned up recently. Now, there's no sound on them, and the quality's not great either, but it's still pretty cool to be able to see Jethro Tull, Thin Lizzy, Gary Newman, and others on stage at the Apollo, despite how poor the quality is and the fact there's no sound. When I get a moment, I'll try and match some of the I won't match it, but I'll put some of the music from the bands over the top of these videos, because I think they're fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Barry's just saying there they had a pipe band championship in Burnt Island in 2019. Great sound. It is. It is.
It is brilliant.
The link for those things is our Glasgow Apollo YouTube channel. I'll put it back on there. There it is. If you go in there, it's disappeared. If you go in there, it came this time. If you go in there, the first section is all the shows, and the second section is the rescued recordings, and the third section is all the films. So if you're looking for any film, have a look in there. And if you enjoy that particular YouTube channel, please subscribe and like all the videos. They're much appreciated. Right, so we're going to have an after show. Hope to see you all there. Yeah. Any last thoughts, Andy? Apart from I need a drink.
No, it's good.
So hope to see you.
I'm going to listen to some.
What?
Sorry, what?
He's doing my head in. Yes, he's doing it deliberately. He knows it annoys me.
I don't have my hearing thing in.
Ah, right. No wonder I drink.